Okay, I'm just going to show the north-south choke today. This is what we worked on this week in class. The north-south choke is actually done from the corner hold position. You don't lay over the person's face. You lay diagonally over their body. There's a line. You see where his gi is, the lapel of his gi? That's where your spine should be, on this, basically on this line. Okay, so lay down. My forearm is over, my right arm is over, my left arm is under. I'm demo it once without talking. Okay. What I'm doing is I'm taking my armpit and I'm putting it over his throat. So I'm taking this and I'm putting it right over this. Okay. One of the problems people have with the north-south choke is they start too high up and then they wrap the head and it leads to a lot of looseness. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slide off, slide back. I'm gonna feel his throat, the front of his throat with my armpit. Okay. So if he's tucking his chin, I'm just simply gonna keep my armpit heavy and open up his jaw manually, open up his chin with my shoulder. He can't stop that. All right. I'm gonna get my armpit on his throat. Then I'm gonna be heavy here with my armpit. I can put all my weight on it, actually, by lifting the rest of my body off the ground. But you don't usually need that much weight, okay? So I'm gonna push down, so my armpit is heavy over his throat. Then I'm gonna make a circle with my hand, keeping my armpit heavy till my thumb gets to the top of his head. Now at this point, what a lot of people do is they lift up the person's head and go under. If I do that, it makes space where the person can tuck their chin, okay? I don't want that. I know this is hard to see, but I'm gonna keep my armpit heavy, 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 heavy. Then here, I'm gonna push forward with my whole body, and that pops his head up. But my armpit is still tight, all right? Now, I'm gonna take my left hand and parry his elbow into his ribs, take it out of the way so he can't push up on my face. I'm gonna move to my right and backwards, to my right and backwards, to my right and backwards. At this point, I'm gonna turn my right thumb up. This hand, I'm gonna turn my radial bone up and put my head on the ground, and I'm gonna apply the choke. Okay? This choke takes no strength. The way you actually do it is you have your hand like this. We're used to choking like this a lot of times, like a guillotine choke. We choke like this, but this choke is the opposite. You have your hand on the ground like this with your radial bone up, and you take the front of your deltoid and you put it on the mat. Get completely flat. Put this on the mat. If my head isn't on the mat, then I can't get my shoulder to the mat. And I'm gonna rob myself of a lot of power. And that's why some people start to pull up on it. But if you can just get your head to the mat, you can put your deltoid on the mat, and you can choke up. The very last step of the choke, once you put the shoulder on the ground, is to squeeze your armpit. Squeeze their head like you're playing the bagpipes. But usually they tap long before that. Okay, let's do it one last time, no talking. Thanks.